The mummy of a cursed pharaoh and a reanimated corpse terrorize a medical university. Only an Egyptologist and a college professor, the deranged Dr. Frankenstein, may be able to stop the creature before it's too late. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Frankenstein vs. the Mummy. This movie came out back in 2015. It was nominated for an award. Really. And the people that were in this is Max Reiser, Ashton Leigh, Constantine Tripes, Brandon Despain, Boomer Tibbs, John Pickett, Martin Pfefferkorn, Michael Chenille, Rahul Ray, Stephanie Morola, Daniel Rodas, Robert McNaughton, Sean Rogers, and Malika Franklin. Hey everyone. Alright, so my thoughts on this movie. What do I think about this movie? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? I have a lot of gripes with this movie. A lot of gripes. Okay, so first of all, I am a huge fan of the original Frankenstein movies and the original Dracula movies. To be exact, the whole Universal Monster movies from like the 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s and 70s. But that being said, I gotta say, first of all, this title is misleading. Frankenstein vs. the Mummy. Really. If you were a fan of the original Frankenstein movies, you would know that the monster is not Frankenstein. It was Dr. Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein. That's number one. So, and they actually clear something up at the end of this movie. I don't want to say what it is, but it's like, okay, so yeah, no. Now you're telling us that this person is Frankenstein. But yet, what they were trying to go for, it was supposed to be a monsters battle between the mummy and the monster, which for some odd reason they decided to name him in the title of the movie Frankenstein. Inaccurate. That's my number one gripe with this movie. Okay, so going on to other aspects. This movie has some redeemable qualities, not much. So nominated for one award. To me personally, if that was based on the graphics, I could see. I think the graphics for its time, 2015, well, it wasn't the world's greatest, but it was still very good. I actually really enjoyed the graphics, the detail that went into both of the mummy and the monster. Yup. I think that's the best thing about this movie. The best thing about this movie. Yeah. Going on to other aspects now. The cast. Let's go on to the cast, shall we? I would have to say the actors, they didn't do a bad job per se, but they didn't do a great job. At times the acting was alright, at other times the acting was good. And I think that is probably what saved this movie. Yeah. Was the cast, was the acting. I thought at times it was alright, other times it was good. And two actors in particular that I was actually pretty impressed with, considering I knew that this was probably not going to be all that good of a movie. was actually Aston Lay. I think she actually did a very good job. And where was the other one? Yeah, Boomer Tibbs. I thought he was the best that the movie had to offer. And then Aston Lay was the second best. I personally think they were the ones that went above and beyond. But that being said, they weren't anything great. They were good. And this lies on the director. And the director was Damien Leon. So, when it comes to this aspect, it's unclear if it's like the actor's fault or the director's fault. Because the director is there to direct. Also means he needs to direct the acting. How the director wants the actors to act. Yeah. So it could land, the blame could be landing on the actors or him. It's unclear. But to me personally, I have seen directors get the best out of bad actors, and sometimes even the baddest of actors can actually do a great job. A great job. And it's due to the director. So, truth be told, I actually do think it. Well, the blame could be on anyone at the moment. I do think it lies more on the director. You are there to direct. Direct. Alright, going over to the story aspect. The writer of this movie is the same person as the director. Same person. He wrote and directed this movie. Damien Leon. Yeah, Damien Leon. So, story-wise, the plot of this movie I wouldn't say it was bad, but I wouldn't say it was good either. I would say it was alright. Alright. Nothing special about the plot. Just alright. For the type of movie that they were trying to go for. But how was it written? To me, personally, it was written pretty well. And I think that's another aspect that saves this movie. Is the writing aspect of the plot. I think, like I said, I think, to me personally, it was actually written pretty well considering. Yeah. Because there were times in the movie where I was like, okay, that actually could have been a lot worse. Then other times when I was like, okay, this is gonna happen, and it didn't happen. And then other times when it was like, okay, it could either go like this, it could go like that, it could go like that. And those times, there was times where, I was able to guess what was gonna happen. Yeah. The pacing of this movie, I know it had to start somewhere. But that being said, I think the first 30 minutes was When you get to the 30-minute marker, it actually picks up. It really picks up. It really picks up. And there's one other aspect I need to talk about this movie. This movie is supposed to be considered as a horror movie. A horror movie. Is there a skill factor? No. It didn't scare me one bit. Not one bit. That being said, IMDb with all the users combined gives this movie a 3.7 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts, what's my rating? I think it was good. Yeah, it was good. Is it a movie I would like to see again? No. So I'm kind of like around the same rating that IMDb gave this movie with all the users combined. So I'm going to give this none other than a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I thought it was good. But that's it. So I want to thank you all for taking time to watch. And if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video if you like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.